Hey y'all, it's me, L.I. to the double B.Y. Lipstar. It be Conspiracy Theory Thursday, y'all. I had to recut this video because my mic went out earlier. Young, you got the microphones charging? I got a new assistant, y'all, named Young. He from China. He like Joe Rogan's Young Jamie. But his name is really Young, Y-U-N-G. So he young too, he only 11. But he helping me out. So, again, Young, thanks for the lighting. Back to Conspiracy Theory Thursday, y'all. Y'all heard of Building 7 at the World Trade Center, y'all? Libby here to debunk any conspiracy theories about that, y'all. So let's get started. Number 1, the alt-right conspiracy theorists, y'all, say that Building 7 had explosives in it, and it just blew up. Play those clips.
Looks like your father, was it? Came up just a few minutes ago and embraced you.
Yes, he did, because he was so worried of the way that I called him. I was actually almost having
Survivor stories of exactly what happened inside the World Trade Center when that first plane went in, and of course the collapses since then. We're going to bring more of those to you now. Barry Jennings, you were on the 8th floor. You work for the City Housing Department. Explain to me the moment of impact.
Well, me and Mr. Hesh, the Corporation Counsel, were on the 23rd floor. I told him we got to get out of here. We started walking down the stairs. We made it to the 8th floor. Big explosion. Blew us back into the 8th floor. And I turned to Hesh. I said, this is it. We're dead. We're not going to make it out of here. I took a fire extinguisher and I bust the window out. That's when this gentleman here heard my cries for help. This gentleman right here, and he kept saying, stand by, somebody's coming to get you. They couldn't get to us for an hour because they couldn't find us.
You thought that was it?
I thought we're dead. I thought that was it. I started praying to Allah. I said, that's it. We're gone. It's over.
What was it like for you? You were inside there as well.
It was pandemonium. I mean, it was something like out of a Bruce Willis Die Hard movie. He was there and he was crying, and there was another gentleman crying and for help. We couldn't get to him. We tried to get through we went through the buildings. We were lost. Both staircases, the backside was completely blown away. There was no way to access us. We couldn't get to him. And finally, one of the fire department teams found them. But we didn't think they were going to make it.
Well, certainly you got out. Many others didn't. Of course, we don't have a number right now.
That's it. Why don't you tell people your experience from the very beginning of the day on September 11th, 2001?
All right. It was, as I told you guys before, it was very funny. I was on my way to work, and traffic was excellent. I received a call that a small Cessna had hit the World Trade Center, and I was asked to go and man the Office of Emergency Management at the World Trade Center 7 on the 23rd floor. As I arrived there were police all in the lobby. They showed me the way to the elevator. We got up to the 23rd floor. Me and Mr. Hess, who I didn't know was Mr. Hess at the time, we got to the 23rd floor. We couldn't get in. We had to go back down. Then security and police took us to the freight elevators where they took us back up, and we did get in. Upon arriving into the OEM EOC, we noticed that everybody was gone. I saw coffee that was on the desk. Still, the smoke was still coming off the coffee. I saw half-eaten sandwiches, and only me, Mr. Hess, was up there. After I called several individuals, one individual told me that to leave and leave right away. Mr. Hess came running back in and said, "We're the only ones up here. We got to get out of here." He found the stairwell. So we subsequently went to the stairwell and we're there. After I called several individuals, one individual told me that to leave and leave right away. Mr. Hess came running back in and said, "We're the only ones up here. We got to get out of here." He found the stairwell. So we subsequently went to the stairwell and we're going down the stairs. When we reached the 8th or the 6th floor, the landing that we were standing on gave way. There was an explosion and the landing gave way. And I was left there hanging. I had to climb back up and now I had to walk back up to the 8th floor. After getting to the 8th floor, everything was dark. It was dark and it was very, very hot. Very hot. I asked Mr. Hess to test the phones as I took a fire extinguisher and broke out the windows. Once I broke out the windows, I could see outside below me. I saw police cars on fire, buses on fire. I looked one way, the building was there. I looked the other way, it was gone. I was trapped in there for several hours. I was trapped in there when both buildings came down. The firefighters came. They came to the window, and because I was going to come out on the fire hose. I didn't want to stay there any longer. It was too hot. I was going to come out on the fire hose. They came to the window. They started yelling, "Do not do that. It won't hold you." And then they ran away. See, I didn't know what was going on. That's when the first tower fell. When they started running, the first tower was coming down. I had no way of knowing that. Then I saw them come back. Now I saw them come back with more concern on their faces. And then they ran away again. The second tower fell. So as they turned and ran the second time, the guy said, "Don't worry, we'll be back for you." And they did come back. This time they came back with 10 firefighters. And they kept asking me, "Where are you? We don't know where you are." I said, "I'm on the north side of the building," because when I was on the stairs, I saw north side. Excuse me. All this time, I'm hearing all type of explosions. All this time, I'm hearing explosions. And I'm thinking that maybe it's the buses around me that were on fire, the cars are on fire. I don't see no, but I'm still hearing these explosions. When they finally got to us, and they took us down to what they called the lobby, because I asked them, I said, when we got down there, I said, "Where are we?" He said, "This was the lobby." And I said, "You got to be kidding me." It was total ruins. Total ruins. Now keep in mind, when I came in there, the lobby had nice escalators. It was a huge lobby. And for me to see what I saw, it was unbelievable. And the firefighter that took us down kept saying, "Do not look down." And I kept saying why. He said, "Do not look down." And we were stepping over people. And you can feel when you're stepping over people. They took us out through a hole that I don't know who made this hole in this wall. That's how they got us out. They took us out through a hole, through the wall, to safety. As they were taking me out, one firefighter had fallen. I believe he was having a heart attack. But before that, this big giant police officer came to me. And he says, "You have to run." I said, "I can't run. My knees are swollen." He said, "You're going to have to get on your knees and crawl in." He said, "Because we have reports of more explosions." And that's when I started crawling. And I saw this guy fall behind me. And his comrades came to his aid. They dragged him to safety. I was looking for an ambulance for my knees. And at that time, they told me, "We got to walk 20 blocks to refuge." Before I got there, Eyewitness News grabbed me.
These people all be lying, y'all. Barry Jennings isn't Uncle Tom, and the girl earlier, y'all, she and Aunt Tomania working for the alt-right. Get it? Real, real, real. So anyway, y'all, we know what happened to Building 7. It got hot. From Buildings 1 and 2, the heat made it collapse on its own footprint, y'all. Play those clips.
New York City, 2001. No tall building had ever collapsed primarily due to fire. But that's exactly what investigators believe happened to the 47-story World Trade Center Building 7 on September 11th. According to a 3-year comprehensive building and fire safety investigation just completed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, or NIST.
World Trade Center 7 collapsed because of fires. We really have a new kind of progressive collapse that we have discovered here, which is a fire-induced progressive collapse. In fact, we've shown for the first time that fire can induce a progressive collapse.
See right there, y'all, the NIST just proved it, y'all. It hardly ever, I don't know if it's ever happened in history where one building can fall down, building 1 and 2, and then several blocks over, y'all, just the heat of that fire made that building fall down. It happened for the first time, y'all. Just because something don't happen, that don't mean it can't ever happen, y'all. Think about it. It'd be like flying, y'all. Nobody ever flew before, like to start running and it got up and flew. But it's probably gonna happen someday, y'all. And the first people that see it, they're gonna be amazed and blown away, y'all, because it ain't ever happened before. So just because something doesn't happen, y'all, don't mean it can't happen. It kind of be like the alt-righters saying, but Libby, you had Barack Obama, the most popular Democrat in Democratic history. He got smoked by Joe Biden, somebody that nobody liked just a few months earlier. Yeah, y'all, things can happen that are mysteries. So anyway, y'all, think of it like this. It'd be like if, let's say, your house was 5 blocks over from another house that burnt down. That fire don't even have to touch your house, y'all, for your house to fall down. Just the heat can come over blocks over, y'all, and it gets your house and it makes it fall down. So that's what happened, y'all. Don't believe the conspiracy theories. What else, y'all? Oh, we got this one. The alt-right say Larry Silverstein. He holds leases to the World Trade Center, y'all. They say he collapsed them on purpose. Just look up his name, y'all. Larry Silverstein, World Trade Center. And do your own research. Do your own. But they say just because he said, pull it.
Call from the fire department commander telling me that they were not sure they were going to be able to contain the fire. I said, you know, we've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull. And then we watched the building collapse.
They say that'd be a demolition term. They said he told the fire department to pull it, building 7. Y'all, that's not a term for demolition. People say pull it all the time when their houses will be burning down, y'all. Like right before the house fall down, everybody goes, pull it. That's a common thing, y'all, that people say. What be another one, y'all? Oh, how about this one? Building 7 fell down around 5:30 in the evening, y'all. And the other ones, building 1 and 2, fell down in the morning. So why would a building fall down 9 hours later, y'all, when it wasn't even hit by nothing? Again, it comes back to the heat of the first 2 buildings, y'all. Think for yourself. Come on. Stop listening to the alt-right propaganda from Russia. What else, y'all? Is there anything else I can think of? I don't know, just look into it. Building 7 fell down free fall speed. 9 hours after the first 2 buildings hit, y'all, because of heat. Not because of controlled demolition, y'all, like the alt-right wants you to believe. It's been debunked. Debunked. It's about as conspiracy theorists talking like, y'all remember when the first 2 buildings came down, y'all, that day? They found the passports of all the terrorists, y'all, in the rubble. Why is that so hard, y'all? Why is that so hard? And the passports were in really good condition where people could see it. So what is the big deal about that, y'all? You had buildings that were incinerated, y'all, from the jet fuel. And then those buildings fall down, and then you got government investigators out there, y'all, and they find passports to bust these terrorists, y'all. They know who they were that day. Why is that so hard to believe, y'all? That why is that so hard to believe, y'all? That you could find those passports and they'd be in perfect shape. Why is that so hard to believe? Hey y'all, sorry I had to bounce. Young had a vaccine appointment, y'all. It was about late. So just check it all out, y'all. It's been debunked. Building 7. Till next time. L-I to the double B-Y. Live star.